Hello, my brothers and sisters in Christ. I am sitting here in my morning time, just hanging out with the Lord, and just wanted you to come in and join me. This whole week, there's been things that I have been also going through. We're all human, we all go through things. But the biggest phrase that I know is not only for me that I kept hearing was the God who sees. I am the God who sees. El Roy, the God who sees. So this morning when I sat down, I just felt to dig into that a bit. So here I am in Genesis 16, 17, and 18, where it talks about the birth of Ismael, God's covenant with Abraham, and the angels visit Abraham. All right. So there was a part that was highlighted to me, and as much as, I was soaking it in, I know it's not just for me, it's for you. So let's take a look. I'm going to go to chapter 18 in Genesis and jump down all the way to verse 10. And I'll just read a few verses from there. Then one of them said, "About this time next year, I will return, and your wife, Sarah, will have a son." Now, Sarah was listening to this conversation in the tent nearby. And since Abraham and Sarah were both very old, and Sarah was long past the age of having children, she laughed silently to herself. How could a worn-out woman like me have a baby? She thought. And when my master, my husband, is so old. Then the Lord said to Abraham, "Why did Sarah laugh? Why did she say, 'Can an old woman like me have a baby?' Is anything too hard for the Lord? About a year from now, just as I told you, I will return and Sarah will have a son." That spoke to me a lot this morning. Now think about Sarah's process. She's looking at herself in the natural and just going, "Oh my gosh, I'm so worn out. I'm so tired. I'm so old in age. My husband's so old in age. Even if I were to have a child right now, how would I be able to handle it?" That's crazy. So how many of us are in a situation or circumstance and you've been waiting and waiting and waiting? And yes, realistically speaking, waiting can be not so fun. It can be challenging. It can be hard because you're waiting on something, but things are a process and we've got to do our best to have eyes to see to go through that process. So what are the things that you are waiting for? And you're like, "Oh my gosh, Lord, it's been so long. When, Lord, when are you going to answer? At this time, I'm getting tired of waiting. I don't know if I can do whatever it is that you want to give me to do anymore." So I'm here to say, don't let your situation and circumstances and what you see in the natural through your eyes and your perspective, don't let those things get in the way of what God said to you. Whatever those situations and circumstances are, but what did God say to you? But what does He say about those things? And stick with that. Sometimes God's waiting for us to be positioned properly. Sometimes He's waiting for us for when we are ready to be open to receive His perspective, to be open to receive, to see through His lens and through His eyes. So, are you open to seeing the way He sees? Are you open to have His perspective about how you see yourself, your situations, your circumstances? Are you spending enough time with the Lord? Because the more you linger in the secret place and spend time with God, the closer you're going to get to Him, the more you're going to get to know Him, and the more you're going to be feeding yourself, the spiritual food that your body needs. And when we don't do that, and yeah, life is tough, life can get crazy, but it's us that has to choose to be intentional with that time, whatever it may look like in your schedule. And you can also ask God to open up that schedule. But you know, just like with Sarah, is anything too hard for God? It's almost like he was asking, does she not believe? Does she not believe me? Does she not believe in me? Does she not believe what I can do? Do you believe in him? Do you believe that all things are possible through him? Do you believe that he can come and meet you where you are and do what he needs to do? I pray that your eyes are open right now to God's perspective. And anything and any thought and mindset that you even unintentionally came into agreement with, intentionally or unintentionally, I just pray that God will intercept that and show you and speak to you in the way that he knows that you will understand him best. Trust the Lord, regardless of what your age is, what your situation and circumstances, regardless of what your physical body may be telling you about the things you're going through. With God, all things are possible. He is El Roy, your God who sees. He sees you right where you're at. He sees all the things that other people haven't seen. And he sees your thoughts, intentions, motive. He sees everything. He has not forgotten you. Every word he has sent forth will never return to him void. But I pray also that he gives you clear eyes to see with confirmation and clarity what it is that he wants to do in you in this season. Because guess what? Whatever it is that he has planned coming your way, your hands, yourself, you need to be not only positioned, but postured well to be able to steward well. Because if you're not, you can fall. And I'm sure nor he nor you wants that. Be blessed. He sees you. You can believe in him. You can trust him. Because hope exists. He is your hope. He is your strength. He is your everything. Have a very blessed day.